G'day guys, my name's Josh. You can call me Zwoodle, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 17 in the B233 update, where I am back once again because there are more things to be tested, but more importantly, there is something that's triggered inside my head. After the testing that I was doing last time with some of the new, pathfinding stuff, the bike is relatively hard to control these days. Get around the corner. No, get off the giant. Just go straight. That way. There we go. Thank you. Anyway, what I was saying is, after doing a bunch of my testing at Labs over here, which I've now rebuilt for some more experiments which are yet to be filmed and yet to be done, but look at it. Look at it. It looks fucking awesome over there. Anyway, moving on. I also built this one just, the tiny little cactus fucked me up. Right out here, just a little bit out on the outskirts from everything else. And you can probably guess where this is going. There are some more tests to be done, but more importantly, I want to test out how I can make a cheap drawbridge. I mean, the drawbridges in this game are super duper expensive. Like, the actual ones need like springs and iron, mechanical parts and steel and all sorts of like ridiculous stuff that take like 20 days to get together. So rather than deal with all that, I decided that I'm going to use this elevated platform against a Horde and see if I can come up with a better, cheaper, easier way to make a drawbridge. And I think the best way to do that is to just start building shit. So I've got a range of different materials and stuff in here that I want to try. The first one is the 1/8 block, because that's the one that gave me the idea in the first place, back at over there when I was testing some stuff. I mean, I got it to work reasonably well, but some people suggested that I should try some other ways of doing it as well. How did they suggest I do it? I can't quite remember now. Was it like, well, I needed to actually get the proper rotation going on. It was like that, and then I don't know. I can't remember now. There's too many things for me to remember. It's hard. I think it was like this, which gave me like the maximum possible gap that I could get out of the 1/8 blocks. I mean, as I've got it to work before, kind of. It didn't work perfectly, but it worked enough. But what I'm curious about this is if like what the best angle to put the hatches down on. Like, if I put them so they're all open outwards, will that be better than, say, if I all put them so they had like a spine? So like it ran up the middle and they all fell on the outside. It depends on how the zombies want to come and attack me, but there you go. So there is all of the drawbridge. I can just open the drawbridge like that. If I get this thing out of the way, there you go. Look at that. That would be perfect. If you had this in the front of your base, hopefully you wouldn't get fucked up too much. So let's just go, let's see, what are we going to use? Let's go, Feral Arlene. Arlene's our standard, like, guinea pig, you know, she usually does everything for us. I'm going to get a quick pistol just because I need to get her attention. Just quick, boom. Everyone, come fight me. Yes, here we go. Look at them. They're all coming and straight down the hole. All right, well, that's, well, oh, I hear someone beating on my shit, though. Can you not beat on my stuff when you fall down there? Would you stop? Stop. What are you beating on, actually? Are you beating on anything in particular? I don't know. How are you hitting this block from all the way down there? Oh, so someone said in the comments that, like, when they're falling, it's like a 3x3 block ratio, or like 3 blocks in like a tube around them. So like whatever they happen to be around when they swing in midair gets hit, which is ridiculous in my mind. Like, if you're like what, like 10 blocks below me, there's no way you should be doing damage to this thing all the way up here. That's just ridiculous to me. But then, I mean, if say this is a Horde night, you could just sit here and just pepper them as you so please. It's easy as you like. There's some loot there. Just keep the cursor in one spot, and they will slowly but surely keep running into your crosshairs, and you can pick them off as you please. Easy XP, easy safety, easy times. Last one. Right in the heart. Right in the frickin' heart. How are you alive? What? I mean, I don't kill zombies by shooting them in the heart, but at the same time, well, wait. Now you died? Why didn't you die before when I shot you through the chest? I mean, whatever. You can't complain when you have a success. So, the first design that I had is a rousing success, although I was expecting it to be that way, given that that's what they gave me the idea in the first place. Let's get rid of these, and we'll try a slightly different design. Alright, let's try this. Let's just try and build, so hopefully, I don't know how the zombies decide where to run. Like, do they just run through the middle every time? Or if I place these differently, will they see it differently and therefore choose a different path across? I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm running an experiment. That's the whole point of this, to figure out what the best way to do it is. The thing I don't like about this is it's ugly. This does not look like a nice drawbridge at all. In fact, can I... Or you can still use it like that. Okay, this might cause a problem. They might be able to run straight across all the lips on the top and come and eat me. But let's find out what Arlene does. Come on, Arlene. Oh, you zombie bitch, please. All right, everyone, get over here. Everyone, over here. There you go. Swarm, run at me. Run to me like the zombified fox you are. Still works again. Perfect. It's all working. I mean, it's all working perfectly except for this block taking a beating. Every time one of these dumb bitches falls through, and somehow I have Go-Go Gadget extendo arms that they can then reach up and nail my supports with from all the way down there. Which to me sounds like utter horseshit. So it was suggested to me that I should make a drawbridge out of doors. I'm not particularly sure how that's gonna work. Because, I mean, well, it should, because they're actually the very front of the block. So I can see that working. I just need to get the right orientation, like that. Why aren't you, like, flat against the wall? Why are you halfway down? What is going on here? I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. That's very weird. What? First of all, why is that one halfway through another block? And second of all, why would I go on this side? Is it like it's just suspended in the middle of the air? I mean, does that even work? Does that even like count as a drawbridge? I mean, yeah, it does. Oh, I can't. You can't just run across it though. You gotta really want it. You gotta jump across. Which means it's a gap you can jump anyway. All right. Well, let's just That's how they wanted it too. They said that the doors should be flat and it should open downwards. So sure. I don't have faith in this one. I don't think it's going to work. And even if it does, it's ugly as fuck. So, yeah, all right, we'll see how we go. A bunch of Arlene's. There we go. You're all down there just chilling out. Over here. There we go. Draw their attention. All right. Let's see what happens this time. Ooh. Ooh. Ow! Bitch! Okay, so they can walk across the spine of it. But, like, that, oh, they're a bit smarter. They're having much more success with this than they were previously. They're beating on this block, but they're not beating on the doors, it seems. They seem to be having a pretty decent time just getting through. So, yeah, you're taking some damage, but the doors are just fine. Okay, I get it. So, like, if you want a solution where you don't have to worry about, like, repairing the blocks underneath, but, like, this one maybe just a little bit, then, yeah, alright, fair enough. No whackers. Alright, for stand up for this, something to come out. Stop breaking my fucking blocks! Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Every now and again, they get a swing across, and it sucks. Oh, here we go. Okay, if I put down... Oh, no, it still looks dumb. Never mind. I thought for a second that might work. Although you can run across that now. Oh, maybe. Maybe. It's a strong maybe for me. So if you put, like, a 1/8 block over there, you can put the doorway in a way that... if you get the right angle, which... I mean, for me, to get that one, I had to use God mode and just fly over because I couldn't be bothered trying to find the right one. There it is. There's probably a way to do that. It's just, I just don't have the time or patience to try and find the right spot. Let's quickly get rid of this thing. Is that better? I mean, it still looks ugly as balls, but it's fixable. Like, you could get, you know, let's just see. It's like a wedge tip, I think, might do the best job of this. Let's go wood wedge tip like that. Put that there. If I put a wood like that, still doesn't quite bridge the gap though. I mean, it makes it a much more viable option. Oh, I don't know. If you were desperate and didn't care about how things looked, I can see why this might benefit you. But the other thing is they can still run across the door frame. That still that still gives them a way across to come and fight you. So let's get a bunch of these again. Get the old pistol out. Oh, never mind. They've all seen me anyway. Fire one just for good measure. Yeehaw! All right, how you doing? Yep, straight through. Alright, okay, I wasn't expecting the door to have any sort of success whatsoever, but given that I'm standing here not worrying about my life and I haven't hit that block yet, I mean, this works out pretty well. It doesn't look great, but, I mean, you don't have to have the blocks underneath, except... Oh, no, that was dumb. That was dumb. Woof, okay. Yeah, you don't have to have, like, the blocks all the way across underneath. You can bridge a farther gap with the doors. So you could even make this gap, like, twice as long. You could have, what, a 4-block gap and 4 doors, and that would very easily be covered. Interesting. So if you had, like, a big gap you needed to bridge, that's probably a good way to do it. More, like, easier to build than the hatches. I mean, and they're not beating anything up either. Oh, okay. I mean, the only thing that bugs me, the only thing that annoys me is that it doesn't line up. I want flushness, I want symmetry, I want things to look nice. It's not just about function, it's about aesthetics as well. And this one just looks ugly as a dick on toast. I was just experimenting and expanding the gap a little bit to see how well it would handle it, but then I realized that you don't actually need those little concrete blocks at all. If you put those wedges up the top to make it like a smoother transition between the two, it actually works really well. It looks like they're getting held up. I'll quickly go into God mode and fly around so you can see. They're getting held up by completely... There's nothing here to save the zombies when they get here. It's just straight down, and I mean, if you could build like a pit down there with spikes or whatever, then that would do it. But I don't want to do that anymore because it steals your XP. But like that is, there's nothing here. There's no saving grace for the zombies. And you, if you really have to, you can just run across the middle bar and off to safety as much as you like. Right, I mean, I don't need that actually. Let's spawn in a bunch. Let's spawn something bigger actually. Yes, you know what? Let's go real crazy. Let's go back to day 14. 14, there we go, and let's go all the way to 2195 or whatever it's going to be. The closest to 22 I can, 2293, that'll do me. There it is. Turn the speed up to like 143 so I don't have to wait around that long. Back before it. There we go. Okay, boom. There we go. Let's see how it goes. Well, turn my light on. You know, let's also turn this one on. Inside spotlight. Keep it on. There we go. Okay, how's that look? Ah, it's better. Oh, yeah, here comes some radio. Okay, let's see how the door drawbridge handles a Blood Moon Horde, because I'm very curious if this is actually a viable option, or if just, like, you know, the Arlenes are just stupid. Well, the good news is that they've immediately found the ramp, and they're making their way up, and straight down. How's it for a white doing? Straight down as well. How about the irradiators? That's what I'm worried about. I haven't, like, made any sort of, like, vulture proofing or any sort of spider proofing at all. The spider gets up there, he might be able to get me, but I mean, this is working a charm. This is the best thing ever. You can just sit here and just stand here all night long at your drawbridge and just pepper them as much as you like. And all the XP from killing all the dudes. Oh, actually, there's the first problem. When you start, like, just hurting zombies instead of killing them, they start getting, like, backed up. Oh, okay. There might be a better way to handle that. But, like, just as a concept, this is working perfectly. Fuck you. I love shooting things in the dick. I mean, you just got kind of a flap, but I'll shoot you in your flap just like it's a dick all the same. I'm like equal opportunity genital shooter. There's the sun. The sun's coming up over there somewhere. Oh god. Okay, so a cop finally showed up right at the end. I say, so if you figure out, like, you know, an anti-cop defense. Don't break my freaking spotlight tower, you bitch. I need that shit. That's how I light all this up so people can see what's happening. Alright, so they're all doing sorts of things. Okay, so yeah. So, other than the cop coming and, like, trying to destroy all my stuff, this has worked like a charm. I have no complaints. You can see he just gets as much XP as you want. Die, cop. And I don't have to chase you around to try and kill you a bunch. Just fucking... No. Damn it. There we go. Thank God. The cop fucked up the doors just a little bit, but that's not so bad if you consider what could have happened. So I consider that one of the actual... I mean, of all the tests I've done, that's one of the... Oh, shit. Ow, that's one of the more successful ones I've ever done. I mean, that was an out-and-out success. Everything worked like a charm. That is a definitely viable option if you want to make a drawbridge and you just don't care that it doesn't quite, like, meet the ends. I don't know why the doors, given that the door sits on the ground perfectly, like, if you actually just put it normally, like that, look, it's connected to the ground easy as you like, but as soon as you put it sideways, it hovers in the middle of a block for some reason. So you got to put the ramps in, but that's not the worst thing in the world. The only problem is that I believe the wedges, because it's a wedge tip rather than a ramp, if I could type correctly, the wedge wooden blocks where wood oh wait, yeah, it needs the sawmill. Okay, that's annoying, but what about flagstone? Flagstone wedge? Can I make one of those? Flagstone wedge tip. There you go. Make it out of flagstone and you're right as rain. You don't have to make it out of wood. In fact, flagstone's better and you don't need the sawmill to do it. Alright, well, let's move on from that. Let's see if we can make a drawbridge that actually meets up and, like, appeases my OCD for things to actually look nice. I'm going to start off with the old tried and true plates. I mean, tried and true. I haven't really had much success with plates whatsoever, but I've got a line on each side, so the hole down the center is as good as possible. I don't know if this is actually going to work that well. I don't have high hopes for this one. I feel like even if it does work reasonably well, they're only wood plates, so if the zombies start swinging, they're going to break the plates pretty quickly, and then I'm going to have no drawbridge, and then it's going to beat out the frickin' supports down there that are holding up this whole platform entirely, and I will fall to my death in the rubble of everything I've built. So let's open all of them, and as always, the first thing first, a bunch of feral Arlenes. Get over here. Come on. Come at me. So they're running up the thing. That's the first sign. The first success is they go up the ramp. The second success... Oh, they're unsure about it. Again, can I fall through? I can fall through. Let's not do that. So the first success is that they got the ramp. The second success is that they do fall down the hole, but they look real tentative about it. They really like stop and like think about it if it's actually what they want to do. Can you stop beating on my supports, please? I don't want to have to kill you before everyone else, but I will. Okay, so yeah, they're all in a nice they've all got some gaps between them. It works out pretty well. Alright, well, yeah, I like this a whole lot better than the doors. The doors take up, like, more space, and it's easy to open. I mean, this is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like, 5 bloody hatches to close up the same gap that was covered by 4 doors, which doesn't make any sense to me at all. So you've got to press a button 10 times instead of pressing it 4 times. But I mean, I just like that it's flush. Look, I can even start closing them. I go, you know what? I want to get closer to the action. I can come right up, probably to about here, and just say, you know, a bit better. How's it going? Yeah? No? Yeah, no, yeah, no, sir. Sweet. Oh, Jesus! Where'd you come from? I've taken a step back, but yeah, this is also a success. And look, you don't have to like jump or run or do anything. It sits there nicely. Still looks a little bit hideous. I mean, you can make this out of iron hatches or whatever to make it look a little bit more like flush and less like lumpy and dumpy like wood is. On the run. Up! Oh, what a shot. Nailed it. Are you dead? Can you be dead? Extra one to make sure. Right, so now I guess I just have to test this against a Horde and see how that goes. It's just the cops. The cops will always fuck this shit up, but I'm not making any anti-cop defenses. So that's kind of the only issue I'm gonna face. I think. I hope. I don't know. This could go really badly. Here comes the Horde. Better turn the spotlight back on. There we go. Okay, we've got some light out here. There. I just, you know, let's take a pot shot. Just come all the way up here. Why not? Let's just no. I knew there was gonna be something out there to just break my fucking spotlight. Really, dude? I just turned that thing on. You have to come in here and vault on it and just fucking destroy my lighting. That's just rude. I mean, look, there's a lot of things you could destroy up here. Why do you have to stop? Oh, no, he's gonna destroy that. Okay, I need to deal with that fucking cop as soon as I can see him. Where the fuck are you, big fat fuck? I want to wear your hat to your own funeral as an extra salt in the wound. They're going up the ramp, which is nice. They're not hesitating, which is nice. I mean, he's hesitating on the ramp a little bit. There's no cops, which is even more nice. Right, so I can just start, you know, start doing my thing. Just start picking them off as I please, exploiting their brains out of their noggins. You know, just relieving them of any sort of lifely duties they may feel like they have to endure. And this way, like, they can't run across the center either. There's nothing here. There's nothing actually connecting us. It's all nice and safe. But, oh, no, I heard you, you fat fuck. Stop breaking my shit. I don't have time for your cop. Fuck off. Just the last couple now. The sun's about to come up. In fact, there it is. Right, so yeah, you really can just survive a whole night like this. I mean, this is a long drawbridge. You can probably make this as long, like, depending on the supports underneath, you can make this as long as you want. Like, you could make, like, if you're using, like, stainless steel, you can make a drawbridge that goes forever. Sure, it'd take, like, 8 years to get across and actually, you know, open them all and do that kind of stuff. But at least you can bridge any sort of gap that you needed to. You want to go bridge a canyon with a drawbridge? Sure, why not? Don't know why you'd need to, but hey, don't let any sort of, you know, physics or, you know, social society pressure stop you living out your dreams. Do whatever you feel is necessary, like murder a bunch of zombies and build unnecessarily large things. As much as I really like this design, because it works really, really well, and it's got a nice big hole here. I mean, it looks reasonably okay from a distance. I mean, it looks like it's just an entire platform, but I kind of want to see if I can make it look a bit better. So if I just quickly delete all of these, oh my god, the chainsaw's so freaking loud. Just delete all of it. Yep, there we go, and that one there should do it. There we go. So that's the quick way to destroy stuff. You need to get rid of it all on the ground, though. You can't have ugly lumps of broken ass, like wood and dirt and shit on the ground. But there we go. But I want to know, if I just put my chainsaw away for 2 seconds, can I do the same thing, but with business glass paint? So not like bulletproof glass, not anything like that, not anything that you would think would stand up to the structural integrity of a zombie apocalypse. But I want to know if I can actually use this to my advantage. So I can't even freaking see it. How do I know how I'm placed? I can't even freaking make out where I'm trying to place it. I'm just changing the smoke inside the block. I never know what I'm looking at. I don't know how, but somehow I managed to get it in the right spot. So just like, no, damn it. Okay, I can see if I put it against the sky. Like that. Yes, good. Okay, we're making progress. We can kind of see it against the clouds, but other than that, I got absolutely no freaking hope. Let's try it again. Like over here. Where's that? That's front side. Somewhere I've got no idea. No idea what I'm looking at here. I'm just guesstimating and hopefully I'll get it right. Did I get it right? Yes, I got it right. Thank God. Okay. Alright, to my eye, that looks a little bit better. I mean, it's still got like a bridge on top, but it looks like a bridge as opposed to just a continuation of the same platform. Like if you made that like concrete plates with that last design, it wouldn't look any dissimilar to anything else. It'd just have a hole in the ground, which, I mean, would still look okay if that's what you wanted, but I want to get like that proper drawbridge feel, where like it looks like nothing's getting through and the zombies are just like going full lemmings and running straight off the cliff without being pushed over by a Disney director. Okay, let's quickly... No, damn it, I missed the platform. The easiest part of this I can't even do. Okay, let's spawn some Arlenes. There we go, a bunch of those. It's probably a bit overkill, but whatever. There we go. Come on, darling. Come on up. See, test out my brand new drawbridge. How is it? It's oh. What's this one doing? What are you doing? How are you the smartest one of the bunch? You're not supposed to stand and hover. You're supposed to fall to your death down there somewhere. Don't be getting your brains in order. No, that's not how you do this. The only thing that's starting to worry me is they're starting to like pile up on the other side over there, which I mean, if the one gets knocked out or something like that rather than just dying, then there'll be a roadblock for those coming up behind. So I might need to like suss out some sort of solution to that before I test this with the Blood Moon Horde. I was meaning to do it earlier, but I completely forgot to do it. Okay, well, clearly this design works perfectly. So if you just get some plates, put it on the outside, like on the outside of those blocks there, big gap in the middle, hatches on top, laughing. You can have a drawbridge in and out of your gate in no time. So what I'm thinking is something like this. If I just put that there and then that... No, not like that. God damn it, go normal, spin around, making it too difficult for myself. Just like that. And then I get my ramp blocks and put it like this. I mean, look, it's probably not the easiest thing for the run to run along, but they should still run along it. And it should give me the chance, like if I knock one of them out and they go all like ragdoll and funny and, you know, all limpy dippy, then they'll like fall off to the side and I don't have to worry about them actually getting in the way of those coming up behind. Let's just finish this one off like that. There we go. I need my... Oh wait, before I do that, I need to put another little end cap on it because you have to make it look nice. That's the whole point of this. Like that, and like, damn it, too far. I always click one too many. I wish there was a way you could like shift, left click, and go back, and you know, because clearly you just clicked a little bit too far. I don't know which way I'm placing. Which side? I get confused every time. That should hopefully work. It looks nice. It's got a nice point on it. Unless like I hit one of them and like they break their back over the top of the spine, which I'm not particularly concerned about because that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to happen to me. That should work a treat. Then I've got my little drawbridge here and I can stay safe and sound over the other side. Let's just quickly test it with some Arlenes just to make sure it works as I hoped. I mean, there's no guarantee I'm gonna like knock one of these things out. I'll aim for their legs. I'll aim for the legs so they fall and hopefully fall off the side. Oh, no, it just makes them stumble. Aim for the legs was a bad idea. Can you all... Okay, good. They all fell down. I was dreading one was going to jump and make it to me, but they didn't. It's okay. I need to test it. And chest shot. No, they just stumble. Would one of you, like, just fucking get wobbly legs or something, like you've had too much beers, and just fall off? I want to see how this works. There we go. Okay, now one of the chests, if she fell straight down. Yeah, that's perfect. No more bodies hanging out at the top. Did she die? She did die from the fall in the end, actually. That's good. You knock them out, then they fall down and hopefully die, like, having their head into a rock down there somewhere. Yep, yeah, good. Okay, I like this. I reckon this is gonna handle the Horde with no sweat whatsoever. Here we go. The dreaded sound of the nighttime is here. The sky's gone red. There's already some radiators roaming in. Just quickly I put one through his ankle just to slow him down a little bit. Wish that was the case. Keep an eye out for any cops that might roll up. Gotta keep your ears peeled for those bad boys before they start breaking shit. Yeah, okay, yeah, so the whole thing still works. The whole system is still working perfectly. But now, we should be, yeah, see, look at that. Look at that guy. I don't think he's dead. I shot him once. He landed straight in his neck. Up he gets, and he'll come back up again. No more blocking the zombies in. No more making it difficult for them all to, like, line up and fall down the hole one at a time. If they get knocked down, they slide off and start again. Uh-oh. I accidentally killed a guy and he fell over the top of the spine like I thought might happen. That's alright though. I mean, he's dead. The dead bodies don't count as an obstruction. It's only like the knocked out, like stunned ones that do. Fucking damn it, guys. I was gonna say, if I could kill that radiator, I'd feel a whole lot better about it, like everything that's going on here. This is pretty much freaking perfect, hey? Like if you had this, like say, if you had like a castle or something and you had to have walls like this high, you could just have two ramps either side leading up the other side for like egress and ingress? Egress and ingress, that's what I'm looking for. And then you could just come and go as you please, and then when you need to, just open up the ramps, bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a nice little drawbridge. This is fucking perfect. I would love, though, I wish, and I hope they bring it in at some point to 7 days, like, to be able to flick a switch and, like, have, like, electrified hatches and doors and things like that. Be able to open and close doors electronically rather than manually. Like, see, we're getting to the point now where I've got freaking, like, motion sensing auto turrets. Surely I can bang, like, a little geared motor onto a door and flick a switch and open it for me. If I'm smart enough to make a freaking gunny robot, surely I can do that. This is honestly just, like, way too easy. The only reason I really like the hatches over the doors is because of the lack of spine. I mean, they're just never going to get me. They haven't well, I haven't heard them damage any blocks. Let's quickly do a quick little check to make sure that nothing out here is being damaged untowardly. No, all the hatches are still good. Oh, God. No, 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 you big fuck. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get off my... Okay, so the whites can still jump to get you. If you get a bit too cocky, they will hear you talking shit, and they'll come and fuck you up. Can you just die, please? Are you dead? You're dead. Wait, where are you guys going? Why? No, stop. Stop. Why are you... Oh, there's a cop too. Why are you beating on my freaking tower? Get out of there. There's 4 AM. Everybody's calming down, which is good. I mean, the radiator's not, because it's just like finish off the last of them. So that went perfectly, other than at one point them getting distracted and trying to beat up the supports. It was the only way they could have got to me. So maybe I need to make like some sort of like, I don't know, like some way to get out and see down and be able to like pick them off if they're trying to break down the things that are holding up. I don't know. That's like another construction project. The thing we're testing, these drawbridges work absolutely freaking perfectly. Could not fault them to a T. All right, you all just need to fuck off. I need to finish this episode. You all need to die. Well, there you go. I reckon that, I mean, the door drawbridge works and the hatch drawbridge works, and this is definitely what I'm going to be building into my like actual survival base. This is perfect. If you can find a cement mixer like early on in the game, like at a POI or something, and just make some glass, because glass is not that expensive. Like, what is it? Busyness. Thank you, Paramore, for teaching me how to spell business for the rest of my life. Business glass. You need the pane. That one. Look, clay lead glass. Not a lot of hard to get resources, and you can make yourself. You only need, I mean, at most you need what, like 6. Not much at all. So you can definitely do that, and then make some hatches on top, and then you'll be safe right as rain for whatever you need to do. However you need to, like, you know, survive the night and make yourself a sweet fort with a drawbridge. And then later on, if you make this, I mean, look, the normal drawbridge is I think 5 blocks across and 4 wide. So you could just like put a normal drawbridge in the same hole, and everything will be perfect. But that is the end of my little build on the hatch/door drawbridges. I'll come back and build some more things that I think are cool in 7 Days to Die in another episode, because this episode, oh, my voice squeaked, is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to all the patrons on Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.